Dear students, welcome back. Lecture number 7. And the topic, as you know, we were discussing the topic of extraction of metals. That was the topic we were discussing. In previous lecture we discussed and the discussion was continuing regarding extracting metals from its ore. Understand, before we continue the topic, let us write the title again. The topic which continues is extraction of metal. Extraction of metal from its ore. Okay, this topic was continuing and we discussed about extraction of less reactive metal, in which we discussed about how mercury can be obtained from mercury ore. Name of the mercury ore you all know, HGS, mercury sulfide. And we already have understood how mercury can be obtained from mercury sulfide. Similar reaction has also been given in textbook. In our material also it has been given. You can read that and understand. Copper sulfide. Also similarly, the ore of less reactive metal. Copper can be obtained by simply heating the copper sulfide ore, converting it into oxide ore, and on further heating we are able to obtain copper. So, at least one thing has been clear in our mind, that after enrichment of ore, that means after concentrating ore, less reactive metal can be directly obtained from its ore simply by heating them. That is sufficient and you are able to obtain metal. And after extracting metal, the further stage will be refining of metal and then application of metal for various purpose. This is our talk about less reactive metal. The topic which we are discussing now is extraction of medium reactive metal. That is our topic now. Understand? Medium reactive metal. This is the title. We discussed about what? Less reactive metal that we discussed. Now we are taking the next topic in the same title, that is extraction of medium reactive metal. Let us take it. Extraction of medium reactive metals. Okay. Try to understand this first, the very important thing for you is to understand which metal falls in the category of medium reactive metal. So zinc, aluminium, iron, okay, etc. all fall in the category of medium reactive metal. There are some other also. This is just to mention as an example medium reactive metals. Actually, the extraction of medium reactive metal involves few stages which we want to discuss. Understand? Depends which metallic ore is available. If an ore are available in which format can you speak? Oxide, carbonate, sulfide and chloride. Understand? So mostly if the ore is available in oxide form or are available in four forms, you all know oxides, then carbonates as you know, then sulfides, understand, and then chlorides. Ores are available in four forms that you all know. Now, as far as medium reactive metals are concerned, and if ores of medium reactive metal are available in oxide form, suppose, so there is no need to follow the stages which we are discussing now if they are available in oxide form, because if ores of medium reactive metal are available in oxide form, they can be directly reduced with the help of coke or other more reactive metal, and metal can be easily obtained. Understand? So the stages which we are going to discuss in the extraction of less reactive metal, mind one thing, if ores of medium reactive metal are available, suppose, in oxide form, then metal can be directly obtained from it by their reduction with coke. How the reduction take place, that we'll discuss just now. But if ores of medium reactive metal are not available in oxide form but available in sulfide form, then what to do? That is our discussion topic first today. You just have to concentrate on this only. If ores of medium reactive metal are available in sulfide form, then which stage of metallurgy involves here? Because to reduce metal from metallic ore, first you have to make one thing clear: to obtain metal from metallic ore, which we call reduction. Metallic ore has to be in which form? Oxide form. That is compulsory, because reduction of metal then become easy. Understand, if the ore is in oxide form. But if the ore available is in sulfide form, then your first stage is to convert that sulfide ore into oxide ore. That is compulsory. All ore needs to be converted into oxide form. That is basic necessity for going to the next stage of reduction of metal from its ore. Each and every ore has to be converted into oxide ore. Suppose sulfide ore is available, then we need to convert sulfide ore into oxide ore compulsory. Understand? And that process which we are discussing now, understand, under this category. If ore is in sulfide form, okay, means after the ore is enriched, then if it is in sulfide form, then what to do? The ore which is in sulfide form has to be converted into oxide form, and that process of converting sulfide ore into oxide ore, sulfide ore into oxide ore, understand, is known as this process of converting sulfide ore into oxide ore is known as roasting. This is what you have to remember. Roasting. Roasting is a process of converting. Roasting is a process of converting sulfide ore into oxide ore. Why it is to be done? Because for going to the next stage of metallic reduction, the ore needs to be in which format? Oxide format compulsory. So roasting stage comes if the ore is in sulfide form, it needs to be converted into oxide form. What happens in roasting process? So any ore which is available in sulfide form, any ore which is available in sulfide form is to be heated strongly in excess air. Just for an example, we mention one ore, suppose zinc sulfide, available in sulfide ore format. We have to convert it into which form? Oxide form. That is compulsory. So zinc sulfide ore is heated in excess air. It is strongly heated in excess air during the process of roasting, because zinc sulfide is heated strongly in excess air, it converts into zinc oxide ore, and sulfur react with oxygen and forms sulfur dioxide and escape in atmosphere. Understand? Just to balance two oxygen, that two oxygen, one more oxygen. Suppose if we do this way, take an example, uh, 2 oxygen, if you put 2, 2 ja 4, and this is enough, okay? Right? 2 to the 4, 4 oxygen here, 2 zinc, 2 sulfur. So let me write here 4 oxygen. If this is sufficient, okay. Okay, SO2. Clear? 2 to the 4. So zinc sulfide ore is heated strongly in excess air, understand, and it forms zinc oxide and sulfur dioxide, okay. So zinc sulfide ore, when strongly heated in excess air, it convert into zinc oxide. That was our target. During the roasting process, we convert any sulfide ore into oxide ore. That is our target always. So if in exam, here you can take any example, understand, I have taken zinc sulfide, you can select any other also, any other medium reactive metal and its ore in sulfide form can be selected to convert it into oxide form. Understood? So that works. You can take PBS also, that is lead sulfide. Same reaction you can write here. So during the roasting process, the basic is sulfide ore are converted into oxide ore by heating sulfide ore in presence of excess air strongly, so that sulfide ore will easily convert into oxide ore, okay. So roasting is over. This short note of roasting can also be asked in 2 or 3 marks. If you are asked explain roasting, so directly don't go for the explanation, understand or definition. First you need to just make up for the answer that every enriched ore has to be in oxide form for the next stage of metallic reduction. If ore are available in sulfide form, it has to be converted into oxide form, and for that purpose roasting process is adopted. Then you write about roasting. During the process of roasting, sulfide ore are converted into oxide ore by heating sulfide ore in excess air. So when sulfide ore is heated in excess air, it converts into oxide ore. That is the process of roasting, and there you can mention this particular chemical equation. What? When zinc sulfide ore is heated strongly in presence of excess air, it will form zinc oxide. Understand? So this is the process of roasting. Okay. Suppose let us discuss the next topic. Here, let us keep it as it is. Second one. That is what we discuss. If ore in oxide form, that's over. If ore is in sulfide form, uh, then roasting stage becomes compulsory because ultimate target is to convert all ore into oxide form. That is ultimate target. But if ore is available in carbonate form, then also they have to be converted into oxide form. So if we write the title here, if ore is in carbonate form, okay, carbonate form, right? Here in roasting we have written if the ore is in sulfide form. Here we have written if the ore is in carbonate form. Then also one fact remains stand still that every ore for going to the next stage of metallic reduction has to be available. Understand? In oxide format. So if ore is available in carbonate form, then also again the stage to convert carbonate ore into oxide ore, that is compulsory. Just let us continue by the same example. Suppose zinc carbonate if we take, okay, zinc carbonate ore suppose is available, then zinc carbonate ore when heated in limited air, not in excess air, right? So what happens when zinc carbonate is heated in less availability of air? It decomposes into zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. Understand? Again the basic fact remain the same, that ore are converted into oxide form. This process of converting carbonate ore into oxide ore is known by the name calcination. You should remember this. Calcination. Understood? Calcination is a process of converting carbonate ore into oxide ore. Understood? And how the calcination take place? We have to heat available carbonate ore, understand, in less availability of air so that its decomposition take place, understand, and it will convert into respective oxide and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gas produced will escape in atmosphere. Here sulfur dioxide escape in atmosphere, and as a result of these two stages, roasting and calcination, we are able to obtain oxide ore. Understand? So this is one stage of metallurgy, in case the ore are of medium reactive metal, if not available in oxide form, but if available in sulfide or carbonate form, then they have to be converted into oxide form with the help of two processes, roasting and calcination. Roasting for converting sulfide ore into oxide ore, calcination for converting carbonate ore into oxide ore. Basic purpose of both the stages, either roasting or calcination, was simple: to convert available ore into oxide form. Okay. Now comes the next stage. After roasting and calcination, after roasting and calcination, the ore are already available in oxide format with you, and when the ore is available in oxide form, the next stage will be, understand, that is extraction of metal from its ore. We converted ore into oxide form already by the process of roasting and calcination. Now it's a question of metallic reduction. Not to confuse you, let me erase this. Understand? Now the next stage, that is metallic reduction, we can say. Understand? Metallic reduction. Metallic reduction from ore. Okay? But ore are in which form, you know? Ore are in oxide form. Okay? How can we reduce metal from oxide ore? That we have to understand. Oxide ore are already available now. We can take the example of that zinc oxide itself. Understand? Now one more thing, the reduction can take place by reducing agent, and one of the strong reducing agent is carbon or coke. Understand? Coke is a very strong, okay, a very strong reducing agent. Okay, very strong reducing agent. Coke, that's a symbol. So you know, see. So let us try to understand how metal is reduced. Understand, with the help of coke. Suppose it can be termed as metallic reduction from ore with the help of coke. Okay, let us discuss it. Metallic reduction from ore means how metal are obtained from ore with the help of coke. Just try to understand. Ore in oxide form we have already obtained. Zinc oxide after roasting, zinc oxide after calcination. What you just have to do, nothing, you just take oxide ore, okay, oxide ore, I just write zinc oxide which we got. When zinc oxide react with coke, understand what happens. Coke is a very strong reducing agent, will remove oxygen from zinc oxide. okay, and it forms carbon monoxide which escape in atmosphere and we obtain zinc metal. This way metallic reduction can take place with the help of one of the strong reducing agent, that is coke. Understand? But sometime it happens that some ore in oxide form, suppose the ore of that metal in oxide form which is more reactive than coke, so it is not possible to extract metal with the help of coke. Just take an example. I mention one another equation here. Okay. Suppose take an example. I have ore of, take an example, manganese oxide. So it's not possible to obtain manganese from manganese oxide by reducing it with coke, because manganese is more reactive than coke and it will not allow coke to remove oxygen from it. So here if I want to reduce manganese from manganese oxide, I need some another strong reducing agent. That means I want some other metallic reducing agent which is a metal more reactive than manganese. So suppose let us write aluminium. Okay, when manganese oxide react with aluminium, because aluminium is more reactive than manganese, it forms Al2O3, understand, and release manganese, okay, in solid form, plus heat it's okay. Understand, heat also evolves balancing, so you can do yourself also. I do not need to balance for you starting from any equation, and heat and trial method you all know very well. Understand? Just to balance, just take an example. 2, you place 2 here, 2 to the 4, 4 here. Understand? Mn, manganese is here, 3 Mn, and you put 3 Mn. Balancing, so you can do yourself also. So this way manganese is obtained. Understood? So when manganese oxide reacted with aluminium, aluminium oxide and manganese or manganese metal is reduced. Understand? Any ore, to mention one another example also, suppose I write here. Suppose we have iron ore, Fe2O3, suppose iron ore. Can I reduce iron with coke? No, because iron is very reactive. Understand? Then coke. So I may reduce it with the help of again aluminium. Okay. Just try to understand, iron when react with aluminium, it forms aluminium oxide. Okay. And release iron. Right. Balancing, so you can easily understand quite 2 Fe, so just place 2 Fe here, 2L plus 2L, already balanced chemical equation, okay. But here one thing has to be very clear. When you try to reduce iron from iron oxide with the help of aluminium, no doubt aluminium oxide is obtained as well as iron is obtained, but this reaction is so highly exothermic that lots of heat energy is released and metals are available in molten state. Such a high temperature is produced that metal are available due to high exothermic reaction in molten state. And because metals are available in molten state, understand this reaction is known as thermite reaction. The reaction which I have written is called thermite reaction. Understand? And because metal are available in molten state, this reaction of iron oxide and aluminum is utilized in welding process. Understand? Well, the cracks are jointed by welding. Understand? So that is one type of thermite reaction. Understand? So ultimately we obtain metals. So this is called metallic reduction. Here mind one thing. This is called metallic reduction by coke, but here metallic reduction occurs not by coke but by aluminum. Aluminum plays a role of reducing agent here, removes oxygen from metallic ore, and as a result we are able to get metals. Understand? So next stage of metallurgy is over in case of medium reactive metal. We started from medium reactive ore should be converted into oxide form, if available in sulfide form by roasting converted in oxide form, if available in carbonate form by calcination converted into oxide form, and then we are talking of medium reactive metal, then oxide ore are reduced to metal with the help of coke as a reducing agent. But if some other metal are there, manganese, iron, they cannot be reduced by coke. So we need some more strong reducing agent. So aluminum plays a role of reducing agent there. Understand? So this is the topic we completed, that is uh, extraction of metal from ore of which medium reactive metal. You understood this, right? In next lecture we will discuss about extraction of highly reactive metal, then refining of metal, understand, and corrosion. Three topic we will discuss in next lecture. Okay, so far we discussed extraction of less reactive metal and extraction of medium reactive metal. Understood? Okay. So before we end today's lecture number 7, extraction of less reactive and extraction of medium reactive metal from their ore is clear, understand in your mind. Next topic we will continue in the next lecture. Okay. Thank you very much from Bharat sir.